Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be solving educational code forces round 157, problem A, treasure chest. Pause the video, read the question, then I will explain. Okay, the question says, so basically there is a character Monocar and he wants to collect the chest. Chest is nothing, like treasure chest is nothing. So let's say Hindi में कहते हैं खजाना मिल जाना और खजाना. So basically he is trying to find out the treasure. Okay, now there is one scenario that the treasure is locked and he will have to find the key to open it. Okay, and in 1 second he can either go left or right. Okay, so like if he is at any point in 1 second he can either go left or right, and initially he was at 0. Now if yeah, and he does not waste any time picking up the key or the chest. Okay, and now one more thing, that he can pick the key and travel at for any long time, but he can keep travel with the chest for at max k seconds. So that's what it was given in the question. So basically what the question is saying, just a second, what the question is saying. So this is a, let's say, number line. This is in 0, and here initially the monocar was. Okay, now in 1 second he can go either left or, sorry, either right or either left. So let's say in 1 second he was here, in 2 seconds he will be at 2, so he can go on. And let's say in 3 seconds he was at 3, and let's say he want to come back, then in 1 second, initially it took 1 second to go here, then 1 second to go to 2, then 1 second to go to 3. So at 3 seconds he was here, and if he wanted to come back, then he will spend the 4th second and will come back to 2 again. So that was the question was, that's mentioned in the question. Now at any point there will be two things. One will be k, that will be the key to the treasure, and there will be treasure. Okay, now he have to pick the he has to get the treasure, but he can only open it by using the key. Now there was one scenario that he can pick the key and treasure instantly, but if he is picking up the treasure, then he can only take it at max for k seconds, at max for k seconds, right? So better like write this k as key. Okay, so at most for k second, don't get confused with k of the key and this k second. So what does that mean? That let's say if you picked at the 0th second, right, and k is 3, so and treasure is also here, so he can monocarp can pick this treasure, can go for 1 second, can go for 2 second, and go for 3 second, but here you will again put the treasure back. He can't uh, take the treasure forward. I mean, he can go, but he can't take the treasure forward. So now see, there can be two scenarios, right? There can be two scenarios. And yeah, in the question you can see that these values are always positive. So we can always the yeah, in the question will be given the position of the key and the position of the treasure, right? So this is the 0. Now there is two possibility, like here will be the key will be the first, and then we will have the treasure, right? Okay, so in that scenario what monocarp can do is he can just walk from this position and can reach over here, and meanwhile when he was here he will pick the key, and we know that there is no time lag in picking the key, so he don't have to waste the time. And so whatever the distance between 0 and this treasure, in that scenario that will be our answer. So treasure was denoted by y and this key was denoted by x. Just give me a second, let's check this. So x, y, and k, yeah, x was the key and y was the treasure. So if y is less than equal to, sorry, y was greater than equal to x, that means the position of key is less than equal to position of treasure. That means you can start from 0, pick the key, and then go to the treasure, and you will get the treasure. So in that scenario we can simply return y. But if the scenario is changed, let's say it's the 0, first of all he has the treasure, and then here is the key. Okay, here is the key. Now there are two possibilities. First of all, see, anyways he will have to reach here, right? Anyways he will have to reach here, or better to say he will have to reach here, right? He will have to reach here to pick the key. Now there is two possibilities. We know that he can pick the treasure and can move at least at max for k seconds, at most for k seconds, right? So that, what does that mean? So let's say if treasure as what let's say 5, treasure was at 5 and key was at 10. He is at 10. And if k is 3, that means he can walk only for 3 seconds from here, taking the treasure with the treasure. So he can reach to 6, 7 and 8. Then this two he won't be able to reach. But let's say if this k was 30, then he would have sufficiently able to carry till here. So what we realize that there are two possibilities. First of all, he can pick the treasure to the point of key, else he can leave it in between. So let's say if he was able to take the treasure at key point, in that scenario what will have, we know that the key position is denoted as x and this was y. So that means x minus y should be less than equals to k, because he can hold only for this k seconds, and we know that in 1 second he moved 1 unit distance. So if this is the scenario, okay, in that case what he will do, he will come from the 0, because this is the scenario, right? He will come from the 0, pick the treasure and will go to the key, and we know that the distance between the key and treasure is less than equal to k, so he will be able to carry the treasure to the key. So in total he would have moved 0 to this y seconds, sorry, the position of key was x, so 0 to x seconds. So we can simply return x over here. Now other case is, let's say here it was treasure, here it was key. So here its coordinate was x, y, and its key coordinate is x. So what you will do, you will walk till here, like, right, for the k seconds, and this remaining seconds what we will have to do, first of all he will carry the treasure till this point, then go collect the key and then will come back. So in that scenario we'll have to repeat this distance. So how can we say that, or what will be this distance? So we know that if it is 0, then this total distance is x for the key. Now we know that this distance is nothing, this distance is nothing but p plus k, or sorry, y plus k, y plus k, because we will move the k distance from y in k seconds. And so this total was x, if we'll take from 0, this total was x, and this total is y plus k. So simply we can have this x minus y plus k, or simply we can write as 2x, or y plus k is combined, sorry, so 2x minus y plus k will be answer. Okay, or we could have also checked out that the absolute difference between this, so what is the total distance between this, that is x minus y. Okay, and we can simply subtract k from here, because we can pick this treasure from, or we can move this treasure by k units. Okay, so in this scenario we can simply write return x plus x minus y minus k, and eventually it will also turn out to 2x minus y minus k. Okay, so that was the solution. I hope you would have understood. So I have submitted the same solution, I'll just show you guys. Okay, so see, I have taken the input, and first of all, if key is behind the chest, then we will simply return the chest position. Oh, sorry, here I have taken the chest position as x. Okay, or else we'll check if we can move it by d points. Then also, oh, first of all, we'll check the maximum point, whatever the maximum point we have, and if we have d, then, or we were able to carry the chest till there, okay, then we won't add anything and simply return the answer. Else if the distance or the difference between the chest and the key was greater than k, then in that case we'll add the difference. Okay, I hope this was clear to you, but if you have any doubt, feel free to ask in the comment section. Okay, thank you guys.